Hi everybody, it's Crazy, it's Friday, and it's time for the UPBGE video of the week. Now we're up to episode number 13, but before I get started, gotta give a shout out to my trusted, cause you guys rock, to my Crazy fam, I love you guys, and to my patrons, thank you for all your support. Now, we're up to, or on the book, Game Development with Blender. It's called the Game Engine book, and we are up to chapter 2, which we actually are going to be starting to build a game. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get on over to the book itself. Now, if you're following along with me and you've gotten the book and you've gotten the files, then you can look through this and actually get it, and get the files that you need for this particular game. Now, I'm gonna read just a little bit of it. It says on the book files, you can find the complete game exercise in the folder Book Chapter 2 Game Final. Now, for simplicity's sake, let me get my mouse over here, and I'm gonna bring this right here up. Okay, I actually have it in a different file. Okay, I call it the Game Engine book. It's under Files, and it goes by chapter. Now, I downloaded it this way, so it's going to be a little different than in the book. Unfortunately, that's how we have to go. Okay, so when you click on chapter 2, here goes the game final. Okay, so this is what the game is when you get done with it. The game blend right here. It's got the sounds, it's got the level, it's got the interface, it's got the assets. Okay, in the assets folder, you've got all the stuff for it. You've got the shark and you've got the school and textures. Okay, so if you've been to the GitHub and you got the book and you followed it down to files, you should be able to get these files right here without a problem. But if you haven't or have a problem, let me know in the description or in the comments below, or hop on over to my server and say, Crazy, I can't find these stupid files. Okay, and I will do my best to try to see if I can point you in the right direction. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to read a little bit more. It says, for simplicity's sake, we will use Blender's relative path syntax to refer to the files inside this folder. In this case, // refers to the base folder, and / interface / score.blend stands for book chapter 2 game underscore final interface and score blend. So basically, it's going from this point here. Okay, going from that point there when you're typing in //. Okay, it's actually just doing this. Okay, so that a lot of people don't understand that. If you've done any kind of programming, you know that by now. But if you're new to this and you're still trying to figure all of it out, trying to stick it all in your wheelhouse and figure it out, basically that's what // actually means. Okay, double // it will tell you where the book is, what chapter it is, all that, because that's considered the root directory. Okay, and then you're going to add in interface. So if you're going // or // I'm sorry, // score dot blend. Okay, basically you're just putting in this right here. Okay, that's all. Technically, that's all that is. Okay. To play the game inside Blender, open the file game.blend. This file is only a part of the game and depends on the external files that are organized as game blend, assets, shark, school, I just showed you that, level, seabed, interface, score.blend. To follow the progress of the instruction steps, we have other folders. Copy the whole folder into the computer to work from there. Onto your computer to work from there. I'm sorry. Correction. There are these are the folders we will be using. Okay, so basically you're going to go to game.my in that folder, and I'm going to bring it up. Okay, I'm going to bring it up again. Okay, game.my right here. Okay, these are the ones, and you got level. Okay, seabed. You need to have that in there. You need to have your sounds in there. Okay, minimize that down. Okay, and then you also have to have game progress. So in that folder again, game progress. You got to have that in there, this in there too. So these all got to be underneath that root folder. Okay, let's minimize that. Okay, and I'm gonna read about them. It says the semi-empty folder structure will be filled as you advance in the chapter. Okay, Book Chapter 2 Game Progress. The same folder structure but filled with files of different snapshots. Every file is named after the original name plus a progress number for example, game.1.blend, game.1.blend, okay? And then you got // asset shark.8.blend. Okay, to use them, you need to rename the file to the original name and copy to the right folder in my game folder. So basically, you're going to be adding all this stuff from the game progress as you make it into my game.my, okay, the game.my folder. Okay, now the game final, okay, is the final as of the end of this exercise used for reference. Okay, so basically they give you the game so that way you can look at it and see how it's supposed to act and compare it to how yours acts. So you got basically a kind of like a fail safe that if you mess something up, you can look at their work and see where you actually messed up. Okay. Book chapter references, okay, is the files to support the making of the game. So this has all the files that support making your game here. So let's go back to that and let's go to references. And these show you all the references. So if I looked at these and I brought these up, I'll swing this over to here. Okay, see? So there you got the Susie head straight on. Okay, which is not just a Susie head, it's actually Susie Shark. And then now we get the Susie Shark side. So basically, you want to kind of create a Susie like this, okay? So, and then you got the top view, of course. And you're going to use that to make your front, back, left and right, or top view and side views with, okay? Basically, you're not going to do your back because it's going to be really hard to see it from the back, but just your front view so you can get the Susie face right. Then you get your side views, your left and right side view and then you'll have your top view, which shows you the top of your Susie Shark. Okay. Now I did scroll ahead a little bit through this week, and I kind of looked at it and kind of played with it a little bit. And yeah, some people aren't really good at modeling, and if you're not, they give you the each file, so you can actually just follow through with it. I'm gonna bring that up. Let's see. We go to chapter 2. You got game progress, okay? So here's your first through the 6th game, okay? Then you've got assets, and you've got your school, your Shark 1, all the way down to Shark 13. Now your school is just a pile of school fish, it's just fish, okay? And your textures, and a texture that you're going to use, so you can actually use this. But if you're not good at modeling, then these will help you out trying to get the idea going forward. You'll start off with Shark 1 and you can make yours like that, or you can just use Shark 1 as you're following along, or you can just go straight down to 13 and you got the done shark. Okay, but it's also part of the game too as well. Okay, so for the rest of the chapter, we will refer to the files from your game.my top folder. Okay, so game.my, okay, which is the top folder. Okay, so you're going to go from there. So open Blender and save the default file as assets shark.blend. So let me bring you over here. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to start with building your shark. Now, this is going to be a long episode if I continue on trying to do all this. But if you've already got the reference files, the best thing to do is to go ahead and try to do this yourself. And I would like to see how y'all do. I mean, I'll post mine up on my server if you'd like to come to my server and look. I can't post pictures in the comments, but I can, show you on my Discord server. If you'd like to, you're more than welcome to come to the server. And I have a special channel dedicated to pictures and post your picture. I'd like to see, the assets that you create because a lot of people have got good skills in building assets. And I kind of technically don't. I'm okay, but I'm not great. I've got a lot of learning to do still. So, with that ado, let's open up Blender. Got it open. Okay, and then we're going to go to File. We're going to go to Open. And as you see, I'm already in here because I was playing around with it, and tinkering with it earlier. So we're going to go back out of it. Like I said, I was looking through it. Okay, so you're going to go into game.my. Okay, and then it says, let's see, extract the files from your game.my top folder. Okay, so we don't have anything that says that, so I guess we got to create new. Yeah, we're gonna have to create a folder called assets. So I believe, is that it? No, that one. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this one right here is chapter 2 assets. I made this earlier. Okay, I put BGE book stuff, chapter 2 assets. Okay, so if I go back, I'm actually in chapter 2. These are all the assets, the game final, everything. So it's supposed to be in here, but I don't know why I don't have it in here. So, let's see. So we got to go to game.my, and I guess we got to create a folder called assets. Let's see. We used, I'm trying to look at the references over here. Okay, so whatever folder you put it in, you can make it whatever folder you want. I've already have a folder that I use for asset creation, so I'm just going to use that one. So you just go to, basically all I did was I added the asset folder to chapter 2 assets. Okay, so you create your own. So basically I created chapter 2 and put all these in here, but then I made my own assets folder right here, which is not the same asset folder as this one right here. Okay, so if I go to assets, see how it's got all of them, and mine does not. Okay, so if I put I didn't put a game one, but I did do a game one dot blend, and I got all the way up to game shark dot blend 4, and all the way down to game dot blend 3. So, and we're supposed to do shark dot blend, which is this one right here. So I'm going to open that one. Okay, which is basically your basic save. You're saving it right to it, as it. You're naming it shark dot blend. You save it. And I don't like using that every now and again, but I am going to bring up my end panel, and I am going to scroll down, and I'm going to turn on my display keys, okay, my screencast keys, and that way you can see them down here. When I click it, it'll click on it, see, do that one, okay, so we can change it around. So in order to do them, just make sure that you have it in your folder. Mine, it's just called chapter 2. Okay, and then you just go to your default. You save your default file as shark.blend. Okay, so now you're in it. So let's go ahead and go down here to click back on my screencast keys again. All right, so now we're ready to model our first part of the shark. Okay, so we will model the outline of the shark based on the reference images. To set up your working environment, follow these steps. Okay, split your 3D view into 4 views. Now that's Control Alt Q. Okay, so if you hold Control Alt and hit the Q, boom. Now as you see, I hit Control Alt Q and now I have 4. Now if you hit it again, all it's going to do is put you back to your single one. So don't fret that too much. You're like, oh my god, now I got to find Windows. I want to get rid of them. Oh, how do I do it? Don't worry about it. All you got to do is hit Control Q again and it goes away, okay? All right. So open the 3D View Properties panel, the end panel, okay? Remember that the mouse needs to be over the 3D view in order to call the commands for it. So in this one, if I hit N, okay, it's just one as long as you're in this view. It's not going to do it on each one of these. Okay, you can click on this one and then hit N, and it's going to take it off. See, it's just on the side there. So you're going to bring up your end panel. In the bottom of the panel, you will see the background images option. Turn it on. Okay, so we're going to go down here. Okay, and it'll show background images somewhere. Where's it at? See, there it is. Background images right here. Okay, you're going to turn it on. Okay, it says add 3 image for the 3-axis view, top, front, and right. They can be found in the reference folder named sharktop.png, shark-front.png, and shark-right.png. Okay, so we're going to go in here, we're going to hit add image. Okay, now if you notice, now we got an image in here. We're going to add 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now the first one they said to do was, we're going to do the top. So you want to go over here into view, and you want to do top view. Okay, when you hit top view, then you're going to hit open. Okay, and I believe, nope, I didn't put anything in this one. Okay, so you're going to go to your actual assets folder where you have your references, which is, I've got mine in chapter 2. You should have all these copied into your folder that you're going to be mainly working from, your main folder. Okay, it could be anything. You can call it, Shark Game. It doesn't matter. I just did chapter 2 because it made it easier for me. Okay, so you're going to come down here to references because now you have your 3 references. Okay, you're going to hit shark-top. Okay, double click it. Now you got it over here on top orthographic view. Okay, now your next one, we're going to minimize that one down. Okay, your next one is going to be your front. So come over here to front. Okay, now you can rewind this and because I've done it many times on videos, you can go back. It's not a problem. Okay. So we're going to look for that one. So now we know it's in references, okay? Well, chapter references. We're going to go back, come down here to references. Now we're going to do front, okay? That's front.png. PNG, sorry about that. Okay, now as you see over here in the front orthographic view, you see that Susie's face is on there. So, yay, that one's done. Okay, now your last one is going to be right. Oops, I thought I slid over to it. Now, last one's going to be right, I do believe. Yes. Okay, so you come back over here and you hit open. You go to your references, which is goes back out to your main folder, and you go to references, and then you click on right. So now you'll see right, front, and top. Okay, so these will help you when you're building or modeling your characters. Okay, it's nice to have this. Unfortunately, some people work really well with that. I don't. I usually just do one, and I use my num keys to switch between them. Okay, so but we're going to follow along with this so we can actually do it the correct way. Okay, change their size to 3.0. Now, what I mean by size is, where's that? Let's bring this out so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Okay, right here is their size. Right now, each one of their size is 10. Okay, so we're going to knock it down to 3 on each one of these. So we say 3, boop, and we'll shorten that one up. We'll bring that one up. We'll come down here and hit 3. Okay. So as you follow along, I'm going to try not to do this too fast because I understand it's hard to, catch up with some people who are, have so many ways of doing stuff. So, and they real quick on the keys or really fast with the keyboard and mouse. So it's kind of hard for some people to follow. So just come on down here to 3 on each one of these and just put 3 instead of 10. Okay. As you notice, all my pictures just kind of disappeared off of there, didn't they? Well, it's no big deal. Okay. Also in the book, it shows you the relative size. If you want to follow their, opacity and all that, you can. It's not not really that big of a deal because it's all default except for that, which is usually 10. Okay, you're going to change that one to 3. The current file can be found under the name assets shark-1. So you can go to that file that I showed earlier. Let me bring that file up. And we're going to bring it on over here. That will be this file right here. Okay, this file is there, ready to go. If you lost how to do it, don't really know how to do it, got a little bit sidetracked. Sorry about that. Bring that back up. I grabbed the wrong one. Come here. Get back off my screen. Okay, so being that if you've been following along, you've basically set everything up. You've got your folders and all that set up right. Hopefully you do. Okay, so we'll go down to the next part. How far are we along here? Oh, yeah, we're about 20 minutes in. Okay, so I'm going to save this right here, okay, and I'm going to save it as Shark-1. Okay, you hit Shark-1. You can come over here to this little plus mark and it'll add a +1 for you. Okay, so I'm going to put Shark-1 right here. Okay, I'm going to put -1 because I had some other numbers in there. I don't know, it must have disappeared on me. Okay, well, _1. Alright, so I'm going to save it as _1, but I would suggest you just save it as 1 because you're just starting this. Like I said, I played around with it a little bit before. So then just hit save your file, and we'll come back to this next week. And let's just go ahead and put that off the screen. We'll do this next week, and we'll continue on from page 10. Okay, and we'll continue on with this. We'll model it out, and we'll go from there. Like I said, this does take a little bit longer because now we're getting into the modeling process. I haven't got no input on whether y'all want me to do a longer video or would y'all rather me do a shorter video. Let me know in the comments or hop on over to the server and say, crazy, hey, we want this to be longer or we don't. I need to know. Let me know what y'all think, okay? If not, I'll keep it between, try to keep it between 10 to 15 minutes, but I went a little bit high today because this is the start and we had to get some of them files together and get them ready, okay? So, till next week.